Yo, what it do,
Yo,
everybody? We tapping in. All right, you guys know how we do this every time, but I'll make this one quicker because exclusive live interview today. It's your boy Six Deuce, one of your co-hosts here at Super Righteous SR Broadcast. Shout out to all the co-hosts, shout out to all our partners, shout out to everybody, but I'm going to cut to the chase today. Big shout out to the one and only Theo, a.k.a. Helmet Head. Big shout out to MC Live right there with him, the one and only. So you guys know what we're here for today. But go ahead, Theo, tell the people what's up. Tell people what we're here to do today, man. We're having a good time for real.
that's right. I'm right here with SR, the broadcast Six Deuce. I just want to say thank you to them and everybody that's tuning in. Excuse me, it's been a while, but hey, I just want to let everybody know, keep on being sober. That's the best thing, and being with your family, because that's what I'm learning today. Because if I kept on going out there running amok, I wouldn't have my family or my son. My son needs me right now, and the homie Six Deuce is right here. He's doing his thing, and I'm proud of him too, and his brother and his family. That's right. Keep it up. And I'm happy for everybody. I'm doing good out here in Santa Monica, out here at the beach. You know what I'm
Yes,
saying?
sir. Yes, sir. Yes,
I want
sir.
to shout out to the homies in Norwalk. You know what I'm
Yes,
saying?
sir. Yes,
Everybody from,
sir.
that's right. And I
Yes,
appreciate
sir.
Six Deuce looking me and MC Life up so we could do this. So go ahead. Yep. So go ahead. What would you like me to talk about?
No, yeah, go ahead, man. We're gonna get started today. So I'm gonna let the people know. If you guys don't know, hold on real quick. Shout Terps for tapping in. But I wanna say real quick, shout out to you, Theo. Shout out to MC Life again. The reason why I say that, because exactly that. It makes me feel good to see you enjoy life. It makes me feel good to see you doing your thing. Because I'm going to just tell y'all how I found Theo. Just like you guys know your beloved video creator, as y'all know today. I remember a couple while back. It's been quite a while. I don't want to put that number on it, but I know for sure at least a year plus. So I remember I was seeing his videos going viral. And out of nowhere, I was like, "Where'd Theo go?" I promise you, I'm not even lying. I was like, "Where'd he go?" So I seen your nephew post you again, and I was like, "Bet." So like, if you guys don't know how he was known as, unlike all these other people, and I'm not saying doing skits is bad. That's part of comedy, but he's just being himself. That's how we found. That's why people love Theo, and that's how I found him. He's being himself, and if y'all can't relate, I'm sure y'all got that crazy, lovable uncle that y'all love and know that's real, handles business. But to see it on Instagram, it was just dope, hilarious. It was wholesome. So that's what made me end up following you, knowing who you are. Because I just like the vibe that you and your nephew have with each other. Because you can tell, you know what I'm saying? Because I have an uncle I'm very close to. Unfortunately, right now, I'm not trying to put him down or tell him the situation, but I pray to God he's able to come out of this situation. Drugs are a crazy thing, and that's why I salute you for coming and being better and doing whatever you've been through. I don't know what you've been through, but I do know I thank you for telling the people and showing them that you can and be and stay sober for your family and for the better. But I want to ask first. So now that I told people a little bit about you, is that tell us a little where you came from. You don't got to give exacts. I don't want to say no crazy information out there if you're not comfortable, but you just want to give people a little background on who you are, how you came up, and about your nephew, how you guys ended up creating your videos.
How I came up, I grew up in the streets when I was 10 years old, hanging around with the homies in San Bernardino and in Riverside, but mainly with the homies in San Bernardino. And so, how I started using meth when I was like 10 years old. And so, when I started using meth, I just went on a sick one, carrying guns, just doing my thing, just learning how to survive out there. I ran away from home when I was like 10. I choose to run away from home. I split from my dad, rest in peace. He's Senior Clemente, and I miss him. And it bothers me because all that time I was using drugs, I had a son, and so after I had my son, I still didn't care that he was born, and so I was just out there running around, running amok, and just getting high. And when he was born, I don't blame his mom and everything. They're from Dog Patch out there in L.A.
Okay.
Excuse me. And so that's why they didn't let me see him until he got older. And then after that, then I just kept on using when I seen him, and that bothered him a lot. And so that what ruined my life, was out there just messing around. But running around when I was 10 years old, growing up in the streets, I give those people out there my love and respect for them because they opened their house to me, and especially the ones out there too in Riverside, they opened up their house to me, and they helped me out when I was a kid. And the veteranos out there
Yeah.
showed me something different in life, and out there in my neighborhood too. Out there in San Bernardino. And so when I went out there in San Bernardino, hey, it was all open doors out there to all my homies, my friends out there, their family. And it doesn't matter where we're from or where we grew up. I want to give props to everybody around the world. You guys lost loved ones and tios and tias and your family, but in reality, what made me check it out is me growing up and not learning how to read and comprehend my life because that drug fucked up my brain. Excuse my
Mhm.
language,
No,
but
you're all
that
right. You're
messed
fine.
well, that messed up my brain, and so I was learning how to carry guns and do my thing out there, and it was hard for me because I learned how to hate people out there and not comprehend. All I wanted to do was hurt people, and they hurt me back. Because that's all I knew how to do. And then running around, getting busted, doing time. I want to give my shout out to all our elders out there and thank you. They're very smart men. And the ones that are resting in peace, I give them all my thanks and my love to them because they showed me a lot. And the ones that are out there too that are there with them, that what they showed me too of growing up and doing prison time, and I do, and I miss them. And, I have a lot of love and respect for them because they showed me a lot in there how to
Yeah.
survive. Like between there and the Kayas is something similar, and then being in the Kayas running around. I used to get out of garbage trash. I used to go behind the donut shop out there and need a trash can. That's how I survive. But all of the other people that brought me into their house and they try to keep me there, I'll just bounce, or they try to tell me to go to school. And I just disappeared from there because I still wanted to get high and do my thing, and
Mhm.
just run the streets. And I met a lot of people all over around the world, and it's kind of a trip because how they grow up. A lot of people that when I was running around when I was a kid, I had kids my age, and they used to trip out on me or they used to hide me in their house because they felt for me, and
Yeah.
they know that, but they never seen nobody on drugs until they seen Clemente as a little kid. And there's
Mhm.
other little kids, but I didn't look at them like that. I just looked at myself as an adult already because
Yeah.
my brain was triggered was to be an adult, learn how to survive in the world. And I used to have a pet bull. It was a red nose, and I found her out there, and she was trained though, and I didn't know that. A
Yeah.
couple times I'll be sleeping in the car. Somebody try to get in the car, and the dog would just sit there and be quiet until they try to come in. But what really saved my life was Jesus and His Father, and all the people in the world that have passed away, and the ones that saved my life too are the ones that were looking out for me out there when I was a kid, and
Mhm.
that's all I did. Was this hustle out there, have a flashlight and just bust it out and just do my thing. And I go to certain spots.
Yeah.
I lived in a tent for a long time, and that's how I want to learn how to live. It was just to be, hey, does this get high? But you know what? What snapped me out of it was my family, and I see other people with their families walking the streets and how happy they were, and I wanted to be have that happiness. And I thank God and His Son because how He suffered in this world. I look at it different. How He suffered, how He
Mhm.
got hit. Hey, that's a lot. You
It
know,
is.
and for him to go through and comprehend that. But what I love most is just like how you do in your broadcast 2 6 Deuce, and how your brothers, your family grew up, and our families grew up. Hey, much respect to you too because you're doing it, brother. You gotta tell yourself that we're not trying, homie. Because if we were trying, we wouldn't be right here right now. We'd be struggling, homie.
For
Trying to
real.
Trying to me is a different word, brother. And that goes for everybody. We're not trying, you're doing it. As long as you're working, surviving, you have your kids. It doesn't matter what you're doing, but you're doing everything righteous. And these days, that's what we're learning. And that's what our elders taught us too, is to do everything righteous and you survive in the world.
Mhm.
And there's other people out there, they don't know what respect is because they're not in our collaborator or they're not in our same as mind like us or like me, for example. It's just like hard to comprehend that because everybody in the world is different. So that's what I'm learning this day, and running around, being 10 years old, getting high, sleeping in cars, eating out of garbage cans. I'm not ashamed of that because you know what?
Shouldn't be.
Yeah, and so and I'll be on a lowrider bike, and every time I go to this certain spot, and I had my little chain. Before I took a drink of water, I blessed it and I asked him. I told him, "Here, you take a drink first because I know the suffering that you went through, and you know what that would help me survive to till this day in my life." And so me growing up and going back and forth, and then coming to my family, my sisters, they always been there, and I've been there for my nephews, and MC Life, I give him thanks too because and my other nephew Gordo, and then because they always been there for me and they helped me out and they never turned their back on me. But see, when I was so high off that, I would never go home because I didn't want to see my nieces and nephews to see me like that, all grimy, all greasy, and didn't care. Thought I was cool, weighing 98 pounds because that's how I went. I went on a sick one. I never put nothing in my arm or nothing like that. I just smoked it, but I know how it is because I got deals from Orange County, and I seen what they went through in their life, and what that poison does to all of us. Everybody has a whole different mindset. Some people get violent. Some people don't care. Some I don't know. It's just like different. So
No,
I
it's
just
it's
I
it's
learned.
a crazy environment.
Yeah, and so I just learn from everything, and our people too. Hey, they're the ones that raised me. Our Rastas, I'm not gonna lie, that raised me. Our family. I got family from Mexico, from all over too. And you know what, and how they live their life. And when I see righteous families, like there's a whole bunch of us like that too, that are their families like that, used to trip me out because I go there and they all be talking Spanish,
Yeah,
but they were strict. They're straight from Mexico. Like, where you
yep,
going with that? Where you going with that guy at? Or
yep.
for example, one time I met some chick, and they shut the doors on me and brought the dogs out.
He's like, hey, shut the door. Hey, and lucky she didn't come out with the shotgun, though, my boy.
Yeah,
At least she
yeah,
came out with the shotty.
yeah. Excuse me, everybody, or to six deuce. I didn't mean to jump the stories, but hey, you
Nah,
know
nah,
what?
hey, bro, this is good. The people know we being ourselves, homie. You having a good time, bro. Go
Yeah,
ahead, bro. You ain't jumping no story. Do what you gotta
yeah.
do.
Yeah, and so me growing up out there, and so that's how I learned is to hustle and be out there, and the thing is, what tripped me out every time I get busted, people tell me, why don't you turn yourself to God? And I have my own belief with God. It's just like I can't just, because how I see it, you don't have to go to church. You don't have to do that. As long as you have your belief and you're strong with that belief with you and your family, that is your church, and that's the understanding of how you guys comprehend and you guys live your life, because that's how I comprehend and live my life, and I give them thanks every day. When I was out there, and the blessings that we all have. And for example, for me, I'm blessed to be alive, and I'll go to that right now because I did die 2 times, but me growing up, being on a lowrider bike, and my friends that passed away too, that helped me out to live with them, and I take off, and they told me to go to school. I never did. My school was just to get high and blow clouds,
I don't mean to cut you off, but I'm not. I don't think this is funny in any way, not in a bad way. But you said you passed away twice. So how
yeah.
did that happen? Like, I don't mean to like get you off your
Okay.
subject,
No.
but like,
No.
you don't
Okay.
gotta.
And no. Look. In 2011, I got out. I got hit, and they punctured my lung, and so I was in a coma for 2 weeks. And so I
Mhm.
didn't even know my lung was punctured. And so when I got away, I jumped the gate, went over the gate, went in the liquor store, I collapsed. And so a good friend of mine, he's rest in peace, he came and visited me, and he told me, man, are you okay? They had to give me shock treatment. I got hit, and I came close because like 3 inches from my spine, they almost got me, so I could have been paralyzed. But you know what? They punctured my lung. The blood went in there. I woke up, and it's a trip because they say that you see a light or dark. Man, I didn't see nothing. And so I just woke up 2 weeks. I didn't even know I was in a coma for 2 weeks. And so I was in a coma, and when when you're swimming and you're
Yeah,
drowning, and so
yeah,
we say you're drowning, and you take that breath. That's how I woke up. Like I had tubes all up in me, and so that's how I woke up.
dang,
And so they had to give me a shock treatment, and that tripped me out. That was just in the movies. Hell no, you know how they cut your pants on the side, you see in the movie.
yeah,
And man, I went there and looked at my pants. They lifted up my bag. My family came and got me. It was all full of blood. I was like, here, you can throw that away. And they cut it. They cut my shirt, and they did everything, and it tripped me out. And I'm thankful to be walking. And then that same year in 2011, I get shot 5 times. They blow out my knee. I got a metal plate, 11 screws, a rod in my leg, and so that was part of my life, being out there and game banging, and then my heart stopped, and so they had to bring me back from that again, and so I was in the hospital, and so when I got stabbed too, I didn't know my ribs were broken. I had 3 broken ribs, and this
Yeah.
this is funny to me, right? Well,
And it's cool. I just didn't want to
no, no, no,
disrespect you because
no, no,
like do your thing.
no. I'm gonna tell you something. The reason I say this is funny because I tell everybody is because when I dedicated on myself when I died, and they said, "Hey, we're gonna count to 3. We're gonna push you on your side," right? I was like, "All right, cool." And I was like, "What's dedicated? When you poop on yourself when you die?" I didn't believe that either, and that happens to us, and that's true. That's real, and
Oh,
so they counted to 1, 2, and when they went to 2, I screamed like kind of, "Oh!"
nah,
Because
hey,
hey, no, for real, because
it
I didn't
happened.
know. I didn't know because when they pushed you to the side, I had 3 broken ribs, and so I screamed
Oh,
hella loud, and, and so they were like, "Oh, we're sorry, we forgot to tell you, you got 3 broken ribs,"
oh.
and
They're like, oh, my bad. I forgot to mention it.
yeah, and to me it was funny, man. It's just like my son. I tried to joke around with him like that when he came to see me in the hospital. I was laid out on the bed, and he was like, "Hey, Dad, you need don't be fucking joking around like that. That shit ain't funny." And so everybody's just like all worried, and I told him,
Yeah,
hey, it happens. That's how it's growing up in life, hanging
right. The
around with people.
lifestyle.
Yeah, with the good people and the ones that you're surrounded, and they show you things in the world, and that's what I learned, and learn how to fight out there in the world, and and, and you know what, what messes me up more, everybody don't want to fight no more,
Don't. There
and
ain't no such thing as fighting no more. Hey, it's
yeah. But you know what? Hey, but you know what I'm realizing I'm seeing in this world? A lot of these youngsters and the older homies now are getting together and showing these youngsters of what really matters because I have seen it, and they have programs out here to help them and show them. And what I want to do is have a group of youngsters open something up and take them like wherever downtown, all over, and travel around the world and show them about this and show them about that, and show them that this is the way to live now. Because you know what God has shown me is how to live now, and He's the one that cleaned me from that drug. Because you know what, if it wasn't for Him, I'd still be high this day. But you know what? He opened up my eyes. Like today's a beautiful day. Look at that sun. You know what I'm
heck
saying?
yeah.
You
Show them
know,
That
yeah,
Cali, the
yeah,
Cali
yeah.
waves,
What?
California waves. You know.
Yeah. And so you know what? That's what I want to do. And you know what? And I did go talk to some kids and stuff like that. And some of them listened, some didn't. And they were youngsters. I want to do something, and like the older homies are showing them too now, is that it's really about the family. It's not really about hanging in the streets no more. Any of us could be a soccer player, football player, whatever you want to be in life, you could do it. And I'm proud of my nieces and my nephews, because like my nephew wanted to be a hoota, and my other nephew wanted to work inside the CDC. But when I got out, they didn't know how to approach me or what I'm gonna say. And so when we talked, I told them, you know what, that's your life. I cannot control your life. I just ask you to be careful. And they're like, oh, Theo, we thought you were gonna be mad. And I said, what am I going to be mad for? I'm happy because you know what? You guys are not growing. You guys didn't grow up in the lifestyle that I grew up, because
Hmm.
every time I was around when I was high, they didn't like that. I was all greasy and grimy. I thought
Yeah,
I was cool. I had to pleat my boxers and my
yeah,
pants and look in the mirror like, damn, fuck yeah. Fuck no. It's not cool. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Or to lose your mind on drugs. And you know what? I'm happy because they listen and other kids listen and other people listen too, and I have other homies too that listen and that are doing good. I don't get me wrong, I still go to my hood over there in San Bernardino and look
Yep.
out for them and tell them, hey, what's cracking, and still give the homies money. I don't mock nobody, but
Mhm.
what really keeps me clean too now is that I see people out there that are really doing what I was doing, and I look at that as like, man, I hope one day they could stop like I stopped. Because you know what, that what helps me keep on going. And what really helps me keep on going is like the broadcasters, like the homie Six Deuce from SR, you know what I mean? And these other broadcasters I did, and it was feeding me. Because you know what, and my nephew MC Life, and that was cool too. I love him so much, and he's always been there. And then my little nephew.
No, yeah, I was gonna say that honestly, bro, the one thing I'm gonna a couple things I'm gonna ask next is just pretty much like, well, first I want to say something before I ask. I want to tell you, bro, like hearing all that, it gives me a bigger perspective of really what you've been through, and I totally understand that. I'm fortunate in my life. That's what people don't understand. I like what you say. You don't look down on people. You know what I mean? You're just grateful for your situation. You're grateful that God put you in the position to be able to help others. Because I'm gonna tell you something right now to relate. I have a situationally. I don't know why I said I'm talking too fast. I had a situation currently. Excuse me, that I'm dealing with. I was burping to where I have a lot of my homies on board. The older homies that get it and they salute me for doing what I'm doing. Like, hey, I'm thankful you're trying to take it a different way. You're there for your kids every day. You handle business and you're not trying to glorify out there. But I also don't look down on homies, because at the end of the day, we came from. We're not supposed to be ashamed. It's what made us. You know what I'm saying? It's part of our story and it's part of who we are. But we can be better. We can do better. But I also have a lot of people that still don't get it. They're caught up in that whole, oh, you don't come around this and that, da, da, da. And here's my thing. People that know me, if you know, I don't want to incriminate myself. I'm around. I just learned in the day and age, I don't got to record it all like these new cats. I don't got to every 5 seconds post my location so the police know where I'm at. Because I'm not doing nothing illegal, mind you. I'm a businessman. I'm a father. I don't worry about all that stuff, but I can respect somebody like you that says, hey, you know what? I've been through all of this, but I still know where I came from. But at the same time, I want to make a better world for the people around me because there's not many people like that. People are quick. And I was saying it earlier on my live on the actual Instagram that people are quick to help you get on drugs, but not to get you off of them.
Of the
People are
drugs.
Yeah,
That's
people
true.
are quick to put you in jail and help you go to jail, but won't help you get out, won't care. So all that, etc. So it's just good to know that it's like me doing what I'm doing, bro. Because I sometimes do question myself. I'm not gonna lie, and I shouldn't. To where like, man, am I doing the right thing? Like, am I really doing the right thing, staying out the way or whatever? Because you do get those people talking shit. But I learned it's part of it. Let the people talk crap because I don't look down on them either because I haven't got to the point, you know what? Like they say, God forgive them. They don't know what they're doing. You know what I'm saying? Lord, forgive them because sometimes people don't know what they're doing. And I just pray to God that He's able to have it to where the people around me later on, all that talking they did, they be like, you know what, bro, I apologize and I understand what you were trying to do. I understand that you were just trying to live a better life for you and your kids. So uh it's a good thing to see you doing what you're doing with MC Life and how he was able to help you get to where you guys are going now because I'm telling you, that's how I got to meet you, know who you are, because maybe it's just me, but I can tell when it's just the internet and you guys are truly being yourselves. Like that's really you, what you guys are going through. Those are little moments people get to see, and those are the good moments. Like I have one of my favorite videos. I think he's coming inside and you're with his son or something. You guys are watching TV and he's like, what the hell are you guys doing? You know what I'm saying? I'm tripping out, but bro, it made me feel good, dog, because you know what? Like when I'm there with like my brother, like I'm gonna say I'm compared to my brother when I see him with my sons and doing crazy stuff, or he'll be having them with the reptiles and crazy. I'm like, man, trip out, bro. So it's a good feeling, bro. You remind me a lot of like how you say, I remind you, your primo, you remind me of family members I know, and I think that's why it's more than just most of these people. Let's be real. They want to get people like you on there for content, not because they're really trying to get to tell your story and help people with it. That's my goal. That's the reason why I named it Super Righteous Broadcast, because not to make it about us, but it stands for Spill Records as far as the influence, right? Our record label. But I was like, you know what? I wanted to stand for something generalistic for the people. So I was like, let's do Super Righteous, and everybody can relate to that. If you can't relate to being righteous, then we're not
It's not part of your life.
exactly. Then it ain't about you. It ain't about what people are doing. Nah, but if you are righteous, like how a lot of fools I know are, and they're trying to live better, then then it is about you in that case. If you're super righteous, it will apply to you. You know what I mean? So that's why I do it. That's it. I'm not perfect. I'm not claiming to be nobody. I'm not. But this does help people because I'm telling you, little did you know, everything you were saying to me, telling me, it was helping me, literally. Because it's like, that's what people don't get. They don't understand that there's a lot of people that. Hold on 1 second. Well, I'm so sorry. I heard my daughter choking. Oh, you're good. You're good. You're good. Woo! She good. She good. She good. Not it's because she was coughing, but hey, speaking of that, that's dad instinct. You gotta go make sure they straight.
That's right. That's
But
what I'm talking about.
just to cut it short, because I don't want to, I just want to say that a lot of people take it for granted, and there's a lot of times in my life I thought things were hard, but then I really look around me and I see what people go through, and I'm grateful. I'm very grateful because I was that type of, and I'm still, on the younger end. I'm about to be 25, but at the same time, in the days I was doing it, that's why I don't like to party now. When people are like, "Man, Six Deuce, how can I like going to bars?" And my family members, they know me, they are surprised I go perform, even though they know it's part of my career. But the reason being, because it's not me. When I go to parties, I'm like 5 seconds later, I want to leave. I want to get out. I don't want to be here. I'm just not like that. I like being home with my family because I was already partying and going to Mexico, doing dumb stuff back and forth. Nothing crazy or trying to claim to, but just I should have been doing that. At 13, I should have been going to school, not kicking in with the homeboys. But that's life. That's what happens and where you grow up at. So my next questions are: what were some of the pivot points during the time that made you like, you know what, I gotta get my I gotta do better? Like, at one point it made you be like, I gotta stop.
What made me really stop was that um, I was in Riverside and I had a nervous breakdown, and I went to the park and I asked Jesus and His Father why I'm still alive, why I'm in this world, to take my life, and because I can't live like this no more, and I wanted to get rid of it. I wanted to get rid of that poison out of my body, and so you know what? I'm not gonna lie, I got high a couple more times after that, and it took me like that was back in I think 2009, and that's when I was really in my slump. I was working, doing good, but I quit my job, and that's what really bothered me. And I'd have my son in my life, and that bothered me too, not to see my grandkids. And like I say, I see other people with their kids and their family. Or,
Yeah.
for example, like I'll see you working, or I'll just meet you and I ask you how do you doing it, it inspires me because the workers and everybody, how they're getting their hustle or how you're working. I want to be that same person, to be learn how to work and learn how to survive and be a man in this world. Because till this today, I'm learning how to be Clemente. I'm learning how to work. I'm learning how to love myself. I'm learning how to love my family, and I'm learning how people trip me out because on the internet I'm still new to that. And so I appreciate everybody like I appreciate you. And so you guys are like a learning example to me, because we're all small, but you know what, in our heart it's like a mustard seed and it's growing. But that mustard seed, how I see it, is growing towards my family and God more, and to you guys, because you know what, you guys helped me out in this, like your back cross, SR, Six Deuce, you invited me, and you know what, you inspire me too, bro, because you're doing righteous. And like you said, what people say they could say, because but there's other people that will push them to the side, you know what I mean, because it's nonsense, and let them know, leave the little homie alone, because that's how it is. And people are like that too, because they're under the influence, they're under something, and they don't have the right made of time, and their mind is not focused all the way. But you know what, I'm gonna give you a example of people when they're like that, they know they're what they're doing. Because you know what, when I was out there in the world, I used to see fools go off and go crazy. I used to go there and check them. I'm not gonna lie. And you know
Yeah.
what tripped me out? I checked this one guy and he cut his hair. He stopped yelling in the streets. Stopped doing. It was crazy. But you know what? Everybody knows. They comprehend. They know what they're doing when they're still on, doing whatever they're doing. You cannot say the only time that if you really have mental problems, then that's something different, because people like that, I pray for them too, that they get stronger, and their families, because like my little nephew, baby Johnny, he'll be in the bed the rest of his life, and and I love him and I miss him, you know. And so what made me stop more is how Anthony encouraged me and how I see him raising his son. You know, that what made me stay clean and sober. You know, I did that cold turkey. I didn't have to go to no program. I didn't have to do nothing. It was God and his son in heaven and all the people that passed away in this world. And I asked them to give me strength. And you guys too helped me out. To this day, I ain't gonna lie, because this makes me feel good. It makes me feel grateful that there's Six Dudes, there's, you know, other broadcasters out there too that, you know, invited me. And it's awesome because you're opening up the world to me, so where we can help everybody out in the world.
Facts.
What you just said too, that helps everybody out because your word counts too, bro. Because what you're doing in your life and how you succeeded, how you're making music, how you're making your flows, people will encourage that and they want to follow you. You know, everybody follows each other, but how I see it, they follow each other is to grow stronger and to be
Exactly.
smarter and just to help each other out. And so I'm grateful for you guys. I'm grateful for being in this world and for God giving me another chance is to live, you know. And it's a beautiful thing because I'm here with my nephew. I'm seeing different cultures out here. And it was hard for me in the beginning because to conversate and be with other people, but everybody that would help me to be clean and sober is to look at other people and mainly my family that made me stronger. You know, to see the kids out here playing and I want to see my grandkids. You know, I want to go out there, take them to a soccer team and stuff like that. You know, and the ones that are relationships, you know, that's up and down too. But you know what? When you find that person that's there for you, you got to cherish each other because it doesn't matter. If she's giving you advice, take it because that could be the right advice that's going to save your life or that's going to help each other grow. And that's how I believe. You know, the relationship I was just in, it was, man, it didn't work, and I hope the best for her, and I'm just gonna go forward in my life. But anybody that has children and are going up and down or whatever it is, you know, it gets better. But it's all about communication, and so you know what? That's what helped me just stop cold turkey and to be happy because you know what helps me more? I go to the Y. I'm lifting weights. My arms are bulking up. My chest is coming out. I'm
Yup.
looking in the mirror. I'm like, I got
He
my
said,
headphones
he said,
on.
he said, hey, so, hey, well, with that said, to all the single ladies, you already know what's up. Bang Theo's line. You know what I'm saying? Adios míos with Theo. You know what I'm saying? Sheesh.
What's cracking? What? You know?
Y'all let
Hey,
him know.
yup. what?
Hey, y'all
What?
know, hey,
Hey, we could be
Helmet
out here.
Radio
Look,
on
check this out.
Instagram.
Check this out. What?
Hey, a
Man.
picnic. Hey, we're
Yeah.
right now.
Hey, why not?
Hey, Theo's accepting applications, Sancha applications. Let them know.
Yeah, but yeah, that was a
Now,
good answer, and thank you. I didn't mean to cut you off. Yeah, but that's how I'm learning how to be sober these days, and to see my nephew making it, to see you making it with your beautiful children and your family homes, and you know what, that's what's helping me out, and so I remember that, and I remember everybody is still going through it, and I don't forget about the ones that they could say what they want, but in reality they know deep in down their heart that they want to be like that too. Whatever they're struggling in their life, maybe a light will come through there. A little light will come through there, and they'll realize and they'll comprehend where you're coming from because they already do. You know, and that's awesome what you said. And I just want to let you know, hey, keep on going forward, brother. Keep on doing things with your brother, and you know, enjoy those times with your brother when he's over there with your kids with the snakes and all that. Hey, that's awesome. I'm scared of snakes.
yeah, nah, I don't fool with them, bro.
I mean,
Hey, he got bit. It's okay, real quick. He got bit by. It was almost. I think I won't be too dramatic. It was almost 20 feet, around 20 feet, but probably less than that. The python bit him, ripped his thumb tendon out. It ripped his whole. It ripped his whole tendon in his thumb. He couldn't move his thumb.
oh
It,
wow.
he showed it to me. I was at work, and mind you, he always has a rattlesnake with him. So he only texted me 3 words. So I didn't know what to think. He just said, "I got bit." So
Oh
first
wow.
thing, I'm blowing him up. Like I didn't care what my boss said because I know he has a bunch of poisonous snakes he works around. So I'm like, hey, what's going? And then he was like, then he sends me. It's all big, open and ripped. It's
Oh wow.
sliced open. It was a
That's
python.
crazy.
I was like, hey, at least you didn't get hit with poison, but it still messed him up. But my bad. Let me see. Let me see. Can you hear
Hey,
me?
you're breaking out in and out. You hear me? Okay, go
Okay.
ahead.
Hold on, let me see. Yeah. Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
You good? You good? Not just to just just to cut it short. He
Word.
used to. He still does, but he used to work for J Prehistorics. It's not MC Live. What it do? Hey, y'all need to go follow MC Live and then go follow Tito. Run it up. Y'all know the
We're gonna
deal.
be on
Stop
tour
playing.
soon. We're gonna be on tour soon, going through California. Well, we're in California, but we're going LA to Frisco, Oakland, Arizona, Texas, New Mexico, and a bunch of other places. When Theo gets off of his probation, we're gonna hit the road. That's the first thing we're gonna do. We're gonna be calling it the what did I say? It's gonna be called the on the anywhere but home tour part two. So that way, Theo needs to see the road. Theo needs to see
The
Ohio
world.
and Kansas and Florida and New York and Brazil and maybe not Brazil, but you know what I mean. But
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
Theo needs to see Amsterdam and stuff. I want to take him out to Amsterdam, and there's a lot of
Yay.
people around the world. Theo, remember watch? Tell him on the YouTube.
Oh yeah, there's people
Remember the guy
from
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 Texas?
Texas, Australia, Utah. Shout out to all of them too. Everybody's looking at me, and that's crazy. All over New Mexico, Mexico, over here in Compton, all of them. I
Yup.
guess there's another young lady. I think she has a broadcast out there. She was like, "Why don't come out here and come and hang out?" And one day I will, you know. But
We got to make sure it's on the right terms and the right paths. You
yep,
know, we got to keep Theo straight.
yep.
I feel like a lot
For
of
real.
people, they're good, they mean well, but a lot of people don't do well. Like it's easy for it's easy to put Theo in a certain situation, and he'll. I put him in a few situations where I was like, man, he might this or he might that. Thank God Theo has the right state of mind and the right head where he's like, hey, we gotta go. I'm like, all right, cool, whatever. And then in the car, he's like, yeah, these fools started this, these fools started, stuff that we didn't
Yeah.
need to be a part of. And I like that because the old Theo would have been like disappeared, and I wouldn't have seen him for 3 days.
Yeah. Yeah.
You
Hey,
know?
hey, that's respect though. That's respect because you know that takes a lot to where a lot of fools don't understand that, bro. That changing is littler and bigger than people think because it's the little things that matter, homie. It's the little things that matter to where it makes a big difference.
Yeah, his homies, man, is the OGs out there. Like we don't even say no names, but a lot of the OGs out there, they tell him, "Stay away, man. Like you're doing good. Like you don't come out here, like unless unless you come to chill." But like even then, like a lot of them push him away. They're like, go do that, go do this Hollywood shit. Go, because what if he gets a deal doing commercials? What if Nike wants to give him
Movie
a
star.
sponsorship of Cortez's? What if whatever it is? It could be anything. Theo has literally got 15 million plus views on YouTube. He's gotten deals and sponsorships that I tell the sponsorships and the deals, I'm like, let Theo get off probation. We don't want to commit to anything without, because people have setbacks. And I've said this multiple times. Theo could have a million different setbacks, and I'll be there every single time because that's just what it is. Like, I ain't perfect. And a lot of the times, my mom and like, when people were mad at me, my family, like, oh, you're just like your deal. You're just like your deal. And that's not a bad thing for me.
He already beat
Nope.
me up everybody one time.
Yep, hard. Be like, hey, I can't get a break. Be like, boom, boom.
Yeah, man. It's more or less like you got to keep your family on track because it's like look at him. It's easy to judge him, but it's not easy to be around him, and it's not easy to help him. Like it's easy to be like, oh, look at that gangster, da 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 da, or look at this drug addict. But like, what are you doing to
Straight,
help?
homie.
You could point your finger all day long, but what are you doing to help to solve the problem? Like we donate a
Straight up.
lot. Me and my son, we donate clothes. We donate our time. We donate everything. And I show my son like, hey, you need to give your old clothes, your old toys, stuff to people who need it because there's people out there who don't get Christmas gifts. There's people out there who don't even get to eat, and we're over here sitting here crying about a couple mac and chicken nuggets, and you don't want to eat your mac and cheese when there's kids
Yeah.
out there who would starve and kill for that. They would literally go
Yep.
to war for a bowl of cereals, of
Literally,
milk, and it's like,
kids they be having makeshift straps in different countries. I've seen it, and
man,
bro, little kids they
yeah.
be
So
robbing other kids.
and not even just the bad part. There's kids out there who do want to learn, who don't have
Yeah,
schools. There's kids out there who do want to eat good and do want to like do the things that we're able to. And I tell my son we're very blessed to be here in America. Like, you don't understand. Like, I've been to Mexico, I've been to TJ, I've been to Italy, I've been to New York, to Harlem, to Frisco, to Vegas, to France, and all these places, right? And I tell my son, like, we're so fortunate. We have programs out here that are going to give us food stamps, EBT,
Everything.
Cal Fresh, all these things, all these programs to help us get by. And a lot of us take it for granted when it's like it's there to help. It's there to help. But yeah, that's some other shit. You feel me?
No, you good. That actually was great. And I wanted to say MC Live because, man, y'all got to know. If y'all see Theo, y'all see MC Live. Y'all see MC Live, y'all see Theo. Y'all know what it is, man. It's the dynamic duo. Y'all know what it is. For real.
Yes,
Hey, and
sir.
I want to say, though, that's real because you can actually see, look, and that's what I mean. Y'all don't got to fake nothing. That relationship, that bond, the chemistry y'all see, if y'all, the real ones, can see it on camera, I could just imagine up close and live how y'all really are and get down. And that's a positive thing, what I mean, because, okay, what you said right there, and no wonder why we relate hella, and I ain't just trying to say it, is because I'm the same way. My older brother, bro, that's why I meant, said earlier, I was there for him. And the things I said I did to make sure he was straight while he was locked up or went through the things he went through, because you know what? You're right. It was easy for people to put my brother down. It was easy for people to say he was no good. Cause that's how it was. You know what's so crazy? All the family members, bro, when we were kids, it would be messed up. I remember going to birthday parties. They'd be like, "Oh, those are their kids. Those are Destiny's and Mark's kids."
Yeah.
Lately,
Oh,
bro, it's
those are
funny.
the
We're
ghetto
with us.
kids. Those are the broke
Yup.
kids. But man, I'm smart. Like, me and my brother are the first two grandkids of all the kids
To
to
look
get a
out for
high school
everybody.
diploma, and to go
Yep.
to college. We did all these things, and like, I'm one of the only people in my entire family to ever go to France twice, Amsterdam twice,
Mm-hmm.
Italy, 12-day vacation, go hang out with rappers, and to go hang out with actors. Shout outs to Conejo. He brought Shia LaBeouf from
Big shout
Transformers to our
Cornell, you
concert.
know.
You feel me? Like, shout outs to my boy One Below, who's out there in Egypt right now. He's one who shows me a lot. There's a lot of people. Slick Rick, we brought him out. Immortal Technique, that's
Shout
a really
Slick
good
Rick.
friend.
Shout Moral Technique and Slick Rick.
And these are all people that every time I see them, you know what they ask me? Hey, how's Theo? They love Theo because
Yup.
they see
Where's
they're
the
like,
superstar?
yeah, man, and I like that because you never know who's watching. You never know who's out there. Like, there's millions of people on Instagram. There's millions of views and follows and likes and comments, and one of these are gonna hit. And it's crazy because a few of them have hit. So I know this guy's a superstar. We could literally take this man to Hollywood right now, go get him a couple scripts, put him in a couple backgrounds, and watch him work his way to the top. They'll be like, hey, you know what? What are you doing over here? Oh, I'm just here. And then watch. Theo gets to talking. Theo gets to walking. Theo gets to showing. People start seeing this man has got a good ass work ethic. The one thing about Theo is that he works hard. This man works hard. I've seen him, like, he gets up early. I remember when I got him when they donated the scooter. Theo's got so many great people to support him that they donated $1,000 scooter for free. They're just like, hey, we were trying to buy it. They're like, no, you know what? This is your uncle. We see him trying to make a different change in his life. And I told him, you're gonna have to find your own ride to work. You're gonna have to all this stuff. I ain't taking this
Yeah.
shit. I did all that. We tried that. Good. Nope. Do it on your own. You ain't living with me. None of that. And he did for a long time. For almost what, 8 months, six
Yeah,
months.
8 months.
Perfect. Everything was good. He would ride that scooter to work in the snow. People be sending me videos on Instagram. Like, hey, look, Theo's out here
Theo, hey, is savage though.
in the
Getting through
rain,
it,
the
homie.
snow, and
Yeah.
the man. He'd walk to his programs. I'd be like, hey, you want to come over today? He's like, nah, I can't. Why? Oh, I gotta go to my program. Good. Do what you gotta do, Theo.
No, man,
But
that's
not
what's awesome.
that's dope.
That's
Go
what's
ahead, Theo. Go ahead, Theo.
Oh, you do.
what. Hey, everybody to MC Live. What's cracking? To homie Six Deuce and his brother out there. That's right. Hey, it's a thing about living, and I want to be that older man, just live in the world and just sit like this and have my own pad, my own little dogs, but not little ones. I want to get some red nose.
Some big Perito Wow Wow. Some
Yeah,
big Perito Wow Wow.
yeah. And just
Shout
keep on
midnight
living life.
incomes.
Yep,
Yeah, it's all about making a change and
yep,
progress.
yep,
Not
man.
one of our family members in my entire family owns a fucking property. I want to be the first homeowner. I don't care if it's a 1 bedroom. I don't care if
You
it's a
gonna
two
get it,
bedroom
my boy.
duplex. I don't care if it's a little tiny home on a piece of land that I buy. I will be that person. I will break the barrier. Like, It's all about breaking barriers. It's all about proving everybody wrong, and it's all about showing people. And that's why I tell Theo all the time, like, they might be mad that you went to jail again, but they don't know the circumstances. They don't know that you're still, every time you go to jail, they kick you out of jail. The last time you went to jail, they kicked him out. They're like, "What are you doing here?" They drug tested him. He was clean. All he had was alcohol. Bad night. Okay, we all have those. There ain't nothing wrong with that. I mean, he might have had more bad nights than others, but what are you gonna do about it? You gonna sit there and point your finger? You're gonna be like, "Hey, you know what? Come over here, kick it with us instead." Like, quit going over there and quit getting in trouble. You know?
Exactly, and that's how my brother that they always and I always say. Shout out to my brother Trips ODG. Shout out to you Theo. Shout out to you MC Live because again it was unfortunate my brother couldn't make it that night and we both apologized. But you made me feel
We
better.
all gotta do what we
And
gotta do. Theo does that
yeah,
all
you
the time.
know,
I'll be right there at the front. Theo dips. Hey, I gotta go. I bet, where'd you go? Oh, there's cops. I'm good. He ain't doing
yup,
nothing.
respectfully, it's all
No.
good. My brother's innocent, but he was just like, nah, he wasn't feeling it. He was like,
Yeah, yeah. You feel me? Hey, sometimes
oh,
different strokes for different folks. You feel me? And
yeah,
that was not the timing. That was not the time or the place. So I commend him for leaving. You know, I'd rather be
yeah,
comfortable than uncomfortable in a setting.
No,
exactly. I
that's right.
appreciate my brother. I know I'm gonna lie. My bad. I didn't mean to interrupt you. I just want to say quick, so
No,
I can
that's
let
good. No,
people
you're
talk.
good. Hey,
It's all love.
this is your broadcast too. You're
It's
the
all love,
homie. You
man.
know, you gotta speak up too. So hey, people gotta hear you too because you know what, you give good advice too, and it helps my brain
So how
out.
long you been
You
doing the
know.
podcast for?
I've honestly got to be crazy. So we just started up this year, like half of this year. I got inspired. Shout Cali Hood Media. I don't want to
Cali Hood
confuse that for
Media.
other people. Big shout to him. He's been in the game for quite a while. He's done a lot of great things. Frank. He's done a lot of great things for me, and he helped me out get started. I'm not even gonna lie, try to take all the credit if it wasn't for him and the co-hosts and the people and the team. Uh, we were able to do what we're gonna do. But yeah, we start half this year for the reason being. I'm gonna flat out say why we did it. No disrespect to all these other podcasts. They're trying to be like, well, I'm better than everybody else because it ain't about a
Different. That's
popularity
all.
contest, huh?
It's just different. That's all. You know, you take it a
Yeah,
different
you
route.
know. And I just got tired of seeing the BS, dog. I just gotta say, like, why are people always getting famous off of putting homies down? Why can't why you know what's the point of having a podcast that claims like all these fools, oh, we're here for the community, the culture, the community. Well, everything I see, you chance you get, you're putting a homie down in a post, left, right, left, right. I don't care how much money people are paying you. You could be cool and be dope off of positive energy. Let's highlight. Okay, we're quick to. It's like this, like how we were just talking about. People are quick to highlight, for example, Theo's troubles throughout his life, right? But how
Yeah.
many people are gonna highlight his accomplishments and be like, "Hey Theo, good job. Hey Theo, thank you for being better and breaking that barrier. Hey MC Life, thank you for being that one in your family and that underdog, both of you." Because that's why I think we all could relate because it's how me and my brother doing the dynamic duo. And I'm not
Yeah.
trying to
Oh yeah.
discredit the rest of my team. We're all together. Much love to all my brothers and team and everybody
It's
that
a
makes it
team effort.
happen.
You feel me? You can't get anywhere unless you're like helping yourself, helping everybody. You can't help somebody if you don't help yourself first. And that's what I try to tell Theo. And then I tell him like, look, we can get to certain steps, but at some point you're gonna need my help, and I'm gonna need your help. So why
Mm-hmm.
even act like we don't need each other right now? Like I got you, you got me. The homies got us. Like let's go.
That's
And
right.
Nah,
then the homie, I forgot.
winner's back, my boy. Winner's back.
Shout outs to
Now
the
winner's back.
Marine.
That's about to
Shout
say he
outs to the
one of
Marine.
them.
You feel me? That cool ass dude, dropping knowledge, like super team player, dope, super solid dude. Shout outs to him too. You know, you got a lot of good people on your team, and that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to build a little team and get there.
You know where I met him? I met Winners back in Los Padrinos in 2013. I met him. We were 13 years old when we met. And ever since we got out, and I've known him ever since, we watched each other become fathers. We watched each other grow up, basically. And I want to say shout also Jimmy BGS, R6, all boys, my team, F up. Everybody knows who they are. I don't want people to feel mess up me not calling them, but everybody knows who they are. The whole dang team and all love. You know what I mean? Because it's a long list. That's why I thank
Yeah,
God it's a long list. Some fools don't get to that list. But
I see it, man. Your
that
promotion is strong, man. When we seen just Conejo and my homies the Underground Hip Hop blog, they all hit me up. They're like, "Hey, man, who's all these people?" I'm just like, "Don't trip. They're just spreading love, man. It's all love." And
and
it
now
was good.
shout to Conejo though, and them and you. Continue.
Yeah, yeah. No, that's all I had to say. You know, it's about building, man, and Well, we're getting there one step at a time. Like Theo's got work, Theo's got this program, and then what'd you say, February?
February 12th. That's where it
February
should be
12th.
out.
What day
Yep.
is that? Valentine's Day?
Okay,
Oh
hey,
no.
2 days
free,
before
free
Valentine's
Theo.
Day. Yeah. It's,
Yep.
so ladies, get ready. February 12th, Theo's coming free. He won't even date
Hey, talking
women.
about fresh,
He won't even
fresher
date
than ever. You know what I'm
women.
saying?
With a little bit more size on me.
Tell her, hey, yoked up, like you came fresh off the ride.
That's right. We give us a shout out to SR and Six Deuce. Hey, I appreciate it, and hey, this is really awesome. I'm happy for you and your brother and your family homes, and you know what, and to your broadcast, because the cameraman right there holding it, make sure that the mics are cool, the cameras are cool. I want to shout out to him too or her, whoever's out
It's
there
him.
helping.
He's a one man
Okay,
army, bro.
what?
See, he's like
That's
Oh
us.
yeah,
right.
look, we
He
all
don't
in
got
here.
many
Look, we
people,
all.
but like,
That's right.
look, man, he
What?
did it all himself. So
That's
like, it's
right.
dope, dog. Like, and
That's
that's how
right.
I'm learning my shit too. I'm learning to do the same shit, and
Yeah.
it's dope. But
Oh, that's
You know what's
nice. Don't be.
crazy, y'all? I bet it's a closet, and a lot of people make fun of it. They're the haters, but you know what? Hey, I'm resourceful, homie, and I made a closet into this, bro. So appreciate y'all.
Uh,
Appreciate y'all.
that's right. Now happy for your brother. He's doing good and staying out of prison. And that's awesome, bro. And how I live my life. You live a certain way, and you always got to remember too and comprehend that. Like I learned too. Like my nephew tells me, who cares what people say? Because once you dwell on that and you're thinking, oh, this person's insane. Hey, you know what? This passes your mind, and all you got to do is just look up above and just give them thanks and make sure that he's going to be okay, or her and their life is going to be okay. Because I get bad response too. And we're not all perfect. Everybody that what we're doing in our life and how we struggle in our life, like I said, try is it's not try. We're doing it, bro. You're doing it. You're doing it right now, and you're doing awesome. You're doing it, and you're succeeding. And the most beautiful thing, I don't know if your parents are alive, but they're seeing that glow and that blossom. That hey, my son is growing to be that family tree that we raised them how to be. Maybe in the beginning, whatever you did in your life, bro. But look at you and look at your brother now, and I bet you your brother looks up to you, bro. Like, dang, my brother's out there taking. That's what I want. That's all,
Mhm.
and that's what really made me stop too, is because of MC Life and my little nephew MC Life, and
Lil MC
and how,
Live, yeah.
yeah,
Shout out to
yeah,
Lil
Life
yeah,
MC Live
Junior,
yeah,
too.
Life Junior,
yeah,
right there. Yeah, you
yeah,
gonna see him
Yup.
soon. Yeah,
yeah, and
he
so,
makes
Big
it.
MC Live and Lil MC
uh,
Live.
yep, and so that's what I want to see. My son's 29 now. I love you, Ernie, and I love my grandkids, and I want to be there for them, and that's what I'm learning today, and so that's what made me be clean and sober. If you don't mind, I'll do a shout out to the Salvation
No,
Army and tell
no,
them,
go ahead. Go ahead.
tell them thank you. I appreciate it for them accepting me
Go ahead and give a
and
shout out
and,
to
and,
everybody.
and
Everybody, you
everybody
want to thank every
and,
single person. Let them know right now.
and the
Go ahead.
Salvation
Actually, it's the
Army.
time, man.
All right,
Shout out everybody, Theo. Go
all
ahead. I
right.
don't mean to interrupt you.
Who
Go
you
ahead.
want to give thanks to, Theo? Everybody.
I want to give thanks to my nephew, MC Life, my mom, my sister Yolanda, Irene, all my family, especially this broadcast right here. SR, hosting Six Dudes, him and his family. I give him much love and respect, and thank you. And the main thing I want to do is I want to shout out to all our elders that are in prison or that are here in the calles, and the ones that are doing life. Shout out to them. They're still being strong because it's hard in there, and I want to give a shout out to them, everybody from here to Cali, all the way up to up north to the Bay Area, past all that. Send my shout outs to them, all the people in the world, and everybody that's following me. Much love and respect, and thank you for listening me to listen and Six Deuce, listening to him too, and MC Life, and giving this learn encouragement. And so hope everybody will know something or have their hearts just open more and remember that Jesus is Father, He is real, and He brought me back to life. And I'm gonna tell you guys one more story. When I got out last time, they punctured my lung. I thought I was cool. I went with some youngster to the beach. I know
Mm.
everybody's seen Baywatch when somebody's drowning in
Oh,
that the blonde bottle or the hyena goes out there. Well, I was
yeah.
drowning. I was drowning, right? And it was so funny because when I was drowning, the current was bringing me in. I'm just grateful that the youngster I was with, he was able to go out, but I couldn't breathe because I got
Yeah.
my lung barely got punctured. It was so funny because when he went out there, he threw that thing, he saved me. I paddled out. This is the most funny part. This dude had blonde hair, and I came out. Come here, bro. I said, I told him, "Hey, bro, come here. Thanks for saving my life." I was gonna give him a hug. He was like, "No, it's not necessary. It's cool. Thank you.
He said, nah. He's cool. He's like, my boy. He's like, just
Yeah,
think the fact that I saved your life, my
yeah,
boy.
yeah. I don't want no hug. I was like, all right, bro, you have a good day.
I'm just thankful that I didn't die, bro. Appreciate you. But hey, you know what? I want to go ahead and because I don't want to take up too much of y'all time because I know we only got a couple literal minutes left, and I want to go ahead and say and end it so I can let you end it with a great. I want to say again, big shout to you, MC Life. Big shout to you, Theo. Thank you guys for continuing to show me this possible. What I mean by that, bro, because what you just said, MC Life, what you said, Theo, how you guys prove everybody wrong, it lets me know me and my brother and everybody on my team can prove the world wrong because you don't know how many people like right now, and I don't care because I know as part of it, be like, fool, you're not gonna go nowhere, you're not gonna make it, you're not gonna do this, you're not gonna go nowhere with that homie. Why do
Been
you
here
keep
now. Sorry,
trying?
both of them.
Nah, you know what? That's exactly why. So that's why I'm thankful that y'all are ones that can prove that. So I know y'all could do it, and people like we and the brothers for sure. You know what I mean? So it's like this. Thank y'all. Thank y'all for blessing the broadcast. Thank y'all for coming through, showing love. They shout Conejo for showing the team love. You know, the UG blog. You know what I mean? Shout out to them. Shout out to everybody that shows
Underground hip
us
hop
love.
blog, right?
It's your boy Six Deuce. You know, shout out to all the other co-hosts, David Pistols, Jimmer BGS, Flacco PTR, Rome, Clumsy. Dang, I probably, if I missed anybody, please not. I know I probably said Flacco
Drop them
PTR,
in the
everybody,
comments because you
but
can always drop them in the comments.
and yeah, but y'all know what's up, the team, because I got a lot of names in my mind. But shout all the calls, shout Frank, shout out Cali Hood Media, shout Spill Records, shout out to Pothead Productions, One Ground TV again, everybody. Thank y'all, man. If you want to give
Shout
people a
out to Fire
message,
Cream. Shout out to Fire Cream.
I didn't mean to cut you off, but I want to
oh,
shout
big
out
shout
to
Fire Cream. Hey, shout Fire Cream, bro.
Appreciate you.
Now go ahead.
I didn't mean to cut you off. I want to say shout out to our people, our Mexicano people, and the ones that are out there doing good. Just keep on doing what we're doing and keep on supporting each other. All the Chicano rap that's out there doing their thing. You guys keep on doing your thing. Get together and come big together and help each other out and help our people out more and all different races out there. Whatever you guys are going through in your life, keep on going forward and mix in with different races because you help each other out, and that's what I'm learning today and support to the Saboba Indians out there. I grew up with them too when I was out there in the streets, and I miss them. There's a few that rest in peace. I grew up with them, and I miss them, and the people that have passed away, and what we're going through in our life. When somebody passed away in your life, do not dwell on it. Just give thanks to Jesus and His Father that you're alive, and those people in heaven are seeing that how you're succeeding in your life and making something better, and your people that are alive today are showing things and supporting out there to Tupac, rest in peace, and the
Brandon
man,
Wood just passed away.
Brent
Brandon Wood just
Oh,
Wood,
shout,
passed away.
hey, rest in peace,
yeah, shout
Brandon
out to
Wood.
Brent Wood,
Yeah.
yup, and the man, and and Easy and all them, all the old school rappers. I send my love to them. And Six Deuce, I'm gonna have to check out your music too in the
I
broadcast.
got you. I got
What's
some bangers
cracking?
for you,
Yo, yo,
Theo.
yo!
I got some bangers for you, Theo. I got different vibes. I got you
Shout
just
out
for
to
you. You let me
everybody.
know which one you like.
All right, I'm
Riverside
gonna.
And
Authentic.
Yeah.
thank y'all.
Check
So
it.
hey, I want y'all to say, all my people, real quick, make sure y'all go follow, like, comment, subscribe to everything, to Theo, to MC Live. It's Helmet Heady for Theo on Instagram, and it's MC Live __, I believe, or for
Yeah.
MC Live. But shout out to them. Make sure y'all go show them love. Shout out to everybody that
Thank
tapped
you.
in
Instagram.
today.
I don't know
Shout
if
out
you guys
to,
see it.
go ahead, show them. Go ahead, show them.
I want to shout out to everybody that's following me. Thank you very much. Much love and respect.
Oh,
And I'll be doing something again real soon. I'm just waiting to leave
there you
February
go. There's
12th.
Theo.
And so I'll be doing my thing again with MC Live. And then we're going to hook up with Six Deuce out there. He's supposed to be coming down real soon. And so I
Yes,
can't wait
sir.
to meet him. Much love and respect to you and your family, bro. And remember, keep your head up. The homies out there from Norwalk. What's
Yep.
cracking?
Yeah. Shout out to all my people in my city, even the
That's
haters. Shout out to all my
right.
people in the city, even the haters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody stop hating.
You have a
Yeah, man. Hey, just
brother
go
and
show love. Tap in with Theo FC Life. Hey, but for real
That's
though,
right.
thank you guys. I wish them a blessings. Happy New Year. You know what I mean? We begin this year fresh.
Hey,
Dope, a
yeah.
lot of dope things coming. Make sure y'all run it up. Show love. It's all love and respect. All my people go show love and respect to Theo and MC Live. I cannot
Hey,
repeatedly thank you
gracias.
enough from my team to yours. Thank you for coming on here and letting the people know what it is. We're going to stay sober, stay with the family, stay thankful, stay grateful, and let's help each other out. We got enough hatred out here, and let's prove people wrong. That's all I'm going to say. So thank y'all for this opportunity. Y'all have a blessed one. You know what it is. Super Righteous
Hey,
Broadcast. Don't forget,
gracias.
That's
hey,
right.
also, don't forget, my bad. I didn't interrupt you, Theo. I'm
No, no,
so
you
sorry. I want to I'm going to give it a sec so Theo can say something before we dip. Check out MC Life's podcast, and there's a lot of gaming content coming up. Make sure y'all tap in with that and show love to Theo, because remember, he's coming out, ladies, and he's coming out, people. So get ready for content. Get ready to see him out there, doing his
Theo's
thing.
actually my new co-host. So the next season we're doing it by seasons. So the next season Theo's gonna be my co-host along with Johnny O, and we're gonna have some good stuff going on. It's gonna be tight, man. So we're gonna have to get you on the podcast for sure.
Yep, you're gonna have to
Yeah,
come out here. What
Shout
I'm
out to
saying.
everybody there.
yeah. I'll go out
Uh,
there and let me to the
uh,
IEA. Much love to the IEA. Well, go ahead,
that's
though,
right.
Theo. You were saying something. I didn't mean to interrupt
Yeah,
you.
yeah.
My
Go ahead, go
apologies.
ahead. And end it on this note, Theo.
No,
End it on this note. This is your last word right here. Go
I
ahead,
just
tell
want
'em.
to say, hey, much love to everybody in the world and everybody that's following me. Thank you very much to my nephew MC Live, Six Deuce. That's right. Look, check out the broadcast. He's a good homie, and you know what? And whoever downs us, don't even worry about that because we just got to keep on going forward and work. It's like the shirt I have. One of the guys over there gave it to me. It says, "Don't worry about what people think. Work harder."
Yes,
And so I got
sir.
that shirt. So work harder. So shout out to everybody and that supported me. To the Instagram, TikTok. Thank you very much for
YouTube.
YouTube for the gifts. I appreciate that. And you know what? And I appreciate everybody checking me out. And Six Deuce, hey homie, much love and respect. And I'm happy for you and your brother, Holmes. Tell them to
Likewise,
stop
homie.
getting bit by the snakes.
Hey, yeah, for real. Hey, he hasn't sense, bro. Yeah, he hasn't sense, bro. It's crazy. But hey, shout out to y'all, real talk. Hey, he did trip too, and he sent his love, I'm sure, because I'm gonna talk to him after, and he will, because I was telling him about this interview. He knows I was excited about it. Everybody knows. And shout out to Frank. Big shouts Cali Hood Media, Wonderground TV, y'all, everybody again, Spill Rex, the whole team, SR Broadcast. Go ahead, Theo MC Live. I'll let y'all enjoy y'all day. I'm gonna stay
All
on
right,
here a
you have
little
a good
longer and
one.
chat with the people, but y'all
Nah,
go
you
ahead.
good.
Appreciate y'all.
All right, man.
All
Did
right
Tap
you
now.
put
in.
the X?
All right now.
Huh?
You
Yeah, as
put
long
the
as you put,
X?
I'll
All
let
right.
y'all out.
All right.
All right, much love, y'all. But yeah, man, y'all know what it is. Hey, shout to y'all. I'm gonna be on here a little longer. So, if y'all don't know, that was Theo. You know what I'm saying? The one and only Theo. One amazing, dope video creator. You know what I'm saying? Makes us all laugh in a good way, in a great way. Not like a joke. Like y'all can tell he just a real ass dude doing some real ass shit with MC Life that's just the same. And for the people who don't know, I ain't saying this just to kiss ass. That's why I'm saying it flat out. I don't gotta do none of that because the truth is, bro, these are solid people right here, and I'm thankful. I'm thankful this interview happened today. I'm thankful to all the artists that have interviewed with us, anybody that has interviewed with us. So big shout out to them and to anybody that's ever showed love. To all the people that tune in, thank you guys. Big shout out to all of our co-hosts because I can't do this alone, and I don't do this alone. I will not take that credit. Big shout out to all my family members, the people that show love, that show support. I want to thank man, shout out Loked Out TV, shout out Funavision channel, shout out Sip with Us, shout out Full Events. Who else? Shout out Rock Bottom Management. Who else can we shout out? Hey, y'all, make sure y'all go check out my newest song just dropped called Hella Weird, Ingle Weird Remix, Long and Draco the Ruler by your boy Six Dudes. This ain't about me. I'll go check that out. What this is really about, all my people go follow and go show love to Theo. It's Helmet Heady. I'm actually gonna type it in right here and MC Lives. So make sure y'all go show them love. And I want to thank Conejo, D Conejo, for showing my team love and letting us go there. And shout out Winners Back for going there. My brother for holding it down, doing their thing. Everybody on my team works very hard. And I give them all the credit and give God the credit for everything coming. There's a lot of haters, a lot of people that sadly are stuck on a mentality that can't grow. But I thank God because it's ain't about being religious. If y'all know this whole time we talked about God and Jesus because, bro, it's not even about being religious. Like he says, perfect. It ain't about being all super holy and being at church and trying to push religion on people. No, just having a relationship and understanding being grateful alive because the truth is we couldn't do it without God. So I want to say that on a real note. I really do. I truly, truly do. It's your boy Six Dudes from Norwalk, California. You know what I'm saying? I just want to. I'm trying to give me a second to think because it's been a long week, and I just want to end it on a good note and give a last couple shout outs because I don't want to keep talking y'all ear off. And that's about it. Yeah, I'm gonna get that info for y'all to follow them. I'm gonna post it on the screen and make sure y'all tap in. Let's get it. Let me see. Helmet Petty. There we go. That's his Instagram right there. And then I'm gonna do MC Live. Let's see. Let's see. There we go. MC Live. And then we got MC Live right here. Now make sure y'all tap in. Y'all know the deal. Y'all know what it is. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. But I'm just giving a second for y'all. And make sure y'all just show love right here. SR Broadcast 2. Y'all know what's up. My screen's a little cracked and messed up. You probably can't see that. Oh, yeah, y'all can. Go follow us. Go follow us. And go show love. Stop playing. Stop playing and go show love to all and everybody. And here's the YouTube. Run it up on our YouTube, man. Show us some love and some respect. I'm gonna go right here. Let me see. Y'all know what's up. Tap in with us. Sorry, bro. That's how we look. Go follow, like, comment, subscribe. Go run up the interview. Y'all know the deal. Hey, we out of here. Many blessings to everybody. Oh, and I forgot to say, and I didn't forget because I said it 100 times, but again, shout out Frank, Calicut Media. You know, he wasn't able to make it to this one. He has a lot of things going on right now. Salute to him. And nothing crazy, you know. Frank's always doing what he does best, handling business. But I just wanted to say, man, thank you to everybody. I'm out of here.